can be, I think, unsure about their role.
Hey, but that's part of the job. You just have to stay ready. Whenever your team calls your number, you have to go in and do the job that they ask.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, we've got George. Nurkic is out there with Jackson. Then there's Bailey. And it's Markkanen in at the 3 spot.
Aggressive slash from the young guard. George fears no one when attacking the basket.
Westbrook passes to Sabonis. And finished off by Westbrook.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting them like that? Boy, that is special.
Now, here's George. Really played well against the Clippers in his last outing. Outside, Markkanen. Shot clock at 5. That ball's nice feed that time from George.
And I like that. Markkanen needs to play like a 7-footer because he's got the talent, but he also has a pretty strong frame when he wants to use it.
Now here's DeRozan, trying to claw his way back after a terrible showing in that loss to Phoenix. Sabonis kicks to Levine. Going inside. Sabonis gets the bucket.
Excellent body control by Sabonis, rolling off the pick and into position.
Here's George. You know, RJ, when you think of the top scorers in the NBA, Zach LaVine can get overlooked.
Yeah, LaVine's career scoring average is over 20 points a game. We're talking about under 100 guys have done that in league history.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
A bit ago, Doug Christie and I were able to chat. We talked about Lauri Markkanen, and I asked him how he wanted his players to guard him tonight. And he said, we can't afford to lose sight of him out on the perimeter because he's a big that can really shoot it, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll. It'll be interesting to see how Markkanen fares against them in this one. Back to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. And here's Westbrook. After the three-pointer from Lauri Markkanen. Off target with the free throw line, James. To the middle. Nice ball movement by Utah. And Bailey gets it to go on the assist by Nurkic.
I like how confident and aggressive Bailey is. He takes initiative whenever he sees an opportunity.
Out to DeRozan. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Utah leading by 6. Here's George. Plays it up off the glass. George has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to take his chance to talk to his guy. Achua, he's checked in for Sacramento. Monk comes in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Achua. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. First personal foul. Sacramento shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. And a new front office taking over in Sacramento, Richard, this past summer.
Not to mention first-time head coach Doug Christie taking over the sidelines. Insignificant change to this roster. It'll all be judged by the results on the floor as usual.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Murray. And Zach LaVine subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. So it's Sacramento following the bucket by the Jazz. Here's Achua. But cut by Achua.
Nice look there from him. Over the years, he's worked very hard to improve his abilities as a distributor.
There's Collier. Nailed from three-point land.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
Fires the 3. And the Jazz another 3.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Levine, Monk outside. There's a screen by Achua. This shot by Monk is no good. Here's Mikhailuk. And again, it's the falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Utah.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a chunk of their points
The guard pair filled by Monk and Levine. Achua is out there with DeAndre Hunter. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Hunter.
Name a type of shot Deontay George can hit it more than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
The 15-footer, the rebound by the Jazz.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
So, RJ, when you think about Jaren Jackson, defense is the first thing that comes to mind, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Triple J is a force. He's a perennial candidate for all defensive honors, and I'm glad I didn't have to shoot for this guy.
And it's in there.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And the Kings making a change here. Sabonis is checked in. Here on the 2K leaderboard are the rebounding leaders from a season ago. Domantas Sabonis is on top.
And, you know, he took a lot of pride in being at the top of that rebounding list. When all was said and done, he was a man among boys.
To the right side. Here's Achua. The shot will not fall. Great D that time from Nurkic. George passes to Jackson. The shot's good on the assist by Jordan. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
Showing he can make this shot. Give Jackson Jr. room to take the triple. Oh, and he will.
Pass to Achua. To end the run. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Here's Bailey. Sabonis grabs the board.
2 minutes remaining.
For Sacramento, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Again, the miss by the Kings. Jazz leading by 23. And in the summer of 2022, Greg, the Utah Jazz traded away their franchise cornerstones, Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell.
And that signaled the beginning of their rebuild, but they've overachieved for a couple of seasons now. That ended last year when they really bottomed out.
Here's Monk. It's blocked.
Ace Bailey's going to have the advantage most of the time with that 6'9" frame.
And George gets it to go.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Hey, DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Precious Achua. And DeMar DeRozan subbed in for Levine. We've got 1:08 left here in the second. Here's DeRozan. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. So for Sacramento, this team lost to the Suns.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. It looked like they were just going through the motions.
Yeah, hate to be critical, but that's part of our job. You have to call it the way you see it. That night, they were flat.
Some changes for Sacramento. Keegan Murray comes in for Hunter. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Monk. And Utah with a change here, too. Sabonis checked in.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Here's Jackson. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
This is how dangerous Jackson can be when he's committed to rebounding.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Utah's gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. And the basket by Bailey.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
DeRozan with it. The high post shot. The shot, no good.
Boy, you can just see. You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
So on the floor for Utah, George out there with Bailey. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Jaren Jackson. And it's Markkanen in at the 3 spot. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground. And with the lack of physicality,
it just makes it more challenging.
Here's Levine, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
A strong inside score. Once Levine feels like he's got room to shoot, he does not hesitate.
Bailey, no good from outside. And for the Kings, they're shooting poorly, just 35% so far. And he hits it to go. Levine's got 4 points this quarter.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. Jordan imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
A three-pointer, no good. Utah has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Bailey misses.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
There's no doubt Sabonis has developed RJ into one of the best big men in the NBA. A double-double machine.
Yeah, and what's most impressive about his 2024 performance, he had a game where he was the first player in NBA history to have a triple-double without missing a shot, turning the ball over, or committing a foul. It was literally a perfect game. Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Here's Bailey. It's hauled in by the Kings.
Decent look from mid-range. You almost have to take that shot to keep the defense honest.
Westbrook finds Sabonis. And slams up by Sabonis.
Yeah, I like that he's not taking any chances there. Sabonis moves up strong with the finish.
Left side, Markkanen. And the three ball is good. Markkanen's got 8 points.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin. The Kings forward DeMar DeRozan clearly bought in to helping take this team to the next level. He said, quote, "I appreciate the passion and the drive from the coaching staff, from the players to the fan base to everything, top to bottom. Guys want to win. Anything is possible. Guys?"
They're plenty talented. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. And it's DeRozan with the ball for Sacramento. They'll face the Lakers after this. That'll be at home. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. And it goes down 2 points.
These defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. Muggs checked in for the Kings. The Jazz making a switch here. These are the players who had the most success from deep last season. Second is Zach LaVine.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Outside, Levine. Sabonis sets the pick for Levine. And the slam dunk by Sabonis.
Smart play call by Levine. Breaks up the defense, feeds the easy shooter.
Jazz have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Pass to Mikhailuk from deep. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down. For Sacramento, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. And it's Murray, that time on the assist from DeRozan.
I like this from Murray, not just hanging out on the perimeter.
And the Jazz with possession. And the basket by Jackson. Jackson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Second team foul. Substituting on the court.
And so it's the Utah Jazz with a 34-point advantage heading into the break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their defense skills are noticed.
First personal foul.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Achua is out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then there's Hunter. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Monk in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Westbrook making his presence felt.
And it's the Jazz's ball. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Here's a look at what's coming up now for the Sacramento Kings. On Sunday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Chet Holmgren and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
The Jazz making a switch here. She plays Jackson.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Kings shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Here's Westbrook, makes good on the step-back jumper. Westbrook's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions, only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
And it's Collier missing. The Kings have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Got a piece of it. Pass to Sensabaugh. There's the triple. Drills it from outside. Sensabaugh's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now, here's Hunter. Achua finds Sabonis. Shoots over Filipowski. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Offensive rebound. Sheboy. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamental.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Jazz.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. You kind of thought that maybe you were going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for George.
Okay, I'm going to explain what he did here. It's called playmaking. Being someone that seeks out their teammates, making the extra pass.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Again, the miss by the Kings. Here's the Jazz with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. On the top of the key, George missing again. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. Driving the lane. Great D that time from Nurkic. The 3. The shot. No good. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win.